First down for Rainier Beach. Davis making the catch. The extra yards. Ball snapped into his 15-yard line. First down, Kansas City. Here for him. Making the catch. 9-yard gain on the play. Playing stop. Forcing him out of bounds. Second down. Punt away. Penalty flag. Hold. Making the snap. 3-yard touchdown play. Third down. 6 to go. Now it's Saints. The ball kicking. With the right side. There is no penalty on that play. The play will stand. First down, Rainier Beach at the meter, 35 yards. Pregame around the left side. 3-yard gain on the play. Second down. 7 to go. That pass is incomplete. Broken up by Robinson. 3rd down. 7 to go. 9-yard gain on the carry. It's fourth down. 2 to go. Timeout, Ballard. Fourth down. 2 yards to go for the Beavers. Servini with the win. He will stop just short of the first down.
Some people text me that.
First down for the Vikings.
The announcing not coming from his name, I guess? Yeah. You know that? I don't know. Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I hear you. You're not the only one in the house.
Pass is complete to Davis. Brought down by Jim Edwards. First down for Rainier Beach. That pass is caught. That is Robinson with the catch. Nine-yard gain on the play. Second down. 1 yard to go. Making the catch. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainier Beach. Pick it up. Through the upright. And it's good. 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining in the first half. It is the Rainier Beach Vikings 14, and their Beavers 7. Ball is clear. The 20-yard line of the Vikings. Jalen Edwards with the catch. Medium and drop down by Robinson. First down for the Beavers. Ball is placed at the 9-yard line. First and goal. That pass is incomplete. So the second down. Goal to go at the 9-yard line. That pass is intercepted. It is a touchback, and Rainier takes Viking ball. They will take possession at their own 20-yard line. First down for the Vikings. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Rainier Beach. 1-yard line touchdown. And that brings us to halftime. It is the Rainier Beach Vikings 14. The Ballard Beavers 20.
I don't know if you can see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is homecoming night for Ballard High School. You have been waiting a moment for the halftime scrimmage. Here we bring to you the Ballard High School marching band.
1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Okay. One, two, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. One, two, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2.
Juan Cotto touching bases with you from Memorial Stadium, Leon H. Brigham Field, with the coach, John Yatsutake.
Thank you.
As we pick up for the second half of this North versus South battle. Coach, want to clean up a couple of observations we made in the first half. First of all, Ballard kicked the ball off.
Yeah,
so
I
Rainier
take that
Beach
back.
is kicking this.
Yeah. I didn't. That was my fault.
But no, it's not your fault because Rainier Beach has some leads, so they should be happy.
Yep. Let's see what kind of kickoff they get here.
That's going to be the key, isn't it? Right? Get a good kickoff. See what their defense can do. Of course, Ballard looking, and that's how they scored. Ballard scored on a kickoff, so they're probably looking forward to getting this and probably running it. Here's kick on the ground. It is picked up by that number 10. It looks like, and he gets hammered.
Oh, he fumbled.
And he fumbled the football.
But they got it back.
The back is clear. Coach Yasutake, Tony B, and our staff laughing at us. They brought the snack bag down, and I was hoarding it for myself, getting a couple of snacks, and boy, that energizes you for the second half as the Vikings coming back, and of course over at Safeco Field, or now T-Mobile Park. The Seattle Mariners, let me get a couple scores, see where we're at in this pennant race. Of course, the Boston Red Sox were out there earlier this evening, and the Mariners will know exactly where they are before they go out on the field. As the give is to the running back.
Good defense.
Running to his left.
Yep.
That is their number 9. Rainier Beach has the number 9, Scotty Humphreys. Ballard has number 9, Sam Crocker. And he gains about 2 yards.
Yep. 20.
It will be second down and 8, a real long 8.
Yep.
The Boston Red Sox are leading the Washington Nationals 4-0. The
Really?
Tampa Bay Rays, however, are beating New York Yankees 2-1. So as this play gets bopping around here, that was the quarterback.
Where was that pass going, Juan?
Farley.
Where was that pass going?
Well,
There were like three Rainier Beach defenders between the receiver and the ball.
Tried to throw it down the middle of the Rainier Beach defense, but
Yeah.
Namir Robinson and a couple of other safeties were there,
Yep.
and that had it all kind of bottled up. So Ballard's offense, which was effective in the first quarter,
It stalled.
but they're also running at a much slower tempo. They were just lining up and running plays. He's got quads to his right, one to his left, empty backfield. He's going to set this ball all by himself back there.
He's getting
made
rushed.
some pressure. He does get rushed, and he's brought down by number 9, Scotty Humphreys.
With as much speed and quickness as Rainier Beach has, you can't go long. He's trying to throw vertical. I mean, you can't run vertical passes. You got to run short dumps, short ends, short slants. They were successful on those quick slants earlier. You can't go away from that. You can't beat speed out there.
Rainier Beach, and that's what you want to do on defense, is a 3-and-out, and they went 3-and-out, and here comes the punt.
Good high
from
one.
Gerald, a really good high punt, which is fielded by number 5, Caleb. Caleb has the ball at the 30-yard line, tried to go backwards, and Caleb Presley is brought down after a 5-yard loss. So Rainier Beach is going to start out at around the 28-yard line.
That was a good catch, but he tried to make it to the outside. But
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. One of our baseball sponsors is the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners know exactly where they stand tonight. They are tied with the Boston Red Sox. In the bottom of the 7th, the Boston Red Sox are up 4-1 over the Nationals. The Tampa Bay Rays are beating the Yankees 2-1. So the Mariners go in knowing that the Yankees are losing, the Red Sox are winning, and they need to continue their hot streak as Humphreys runs over the left side and picks up 5.
Yep, they're Ballard's still in that 3-4, 3-5, and they're still crashing. They took that outside backer, or if you want to call him a rover, and crashed him. Of course, Rainier Beach ran to the other side.
Just starting the second quarter, 10:34 to go. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Oh, now we have a quarterback. That's number 5 in there. Is that Caleb, the quarterback?
Yeah, that's change up here.
Oh, they changed up something going on. That's number 3, the quarterback. That is my man, Duca. Duca King is the quarterback. Duca, the 5'8" quarterback, took the majority of the snaps last year, and he is in there now running the offense for Rainier Beach. So Duca, very, very popular with the players, tremendous leader, and has got a cannon for an arm, Coach Yasutake.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if he can get something moving here in the second half. Duca the Bazooka.
Oh, good run. Oh,
and look at
run.
Scotty Humphreys.
Broke a number of tackles on the line.
Not only that, but shifted the ball left and right. Yeah, we called Duca the Bazooka.
First down?
It is first down for the Vikings. Nice looking run by Scotty Humphreys. And Rainier Beach's big offensive line is starting to exert itself. You wait till you see him throw this football, Coach. Wait till you see him, Tony B, you watch.
The only thing I know about a bazooka is that it rhymes with palooka. So
Duca claps his hands. He's got 3 over to his left. One's a wing.
They're blitzing again.
One to his right. Hands the ball off to Namir Robinson.
He's around the corner.
Outside.
He's gone.
Yes, he is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He's down the left side.
Oh, he got pushed.
He
didn't get tackled. He got pushed from behind and fell down.
But that enabled him to gain a 32-yard run by Namir Robinson.
Great run. Then he got He got pushed. I didn't think they were going to catch
It looks
it.
like they say when he did get pushed, they marked him out of bounds at the 28. So instead of a 32-yard run, it's a 22-yard run. But a nice run by Namir. And let me tell you something. When he goes out left like that,
he's gone.
When he goes around the corner, he's gone.
Yeah, his Jets.
Elijah
nice
with
hole.
the ball. Elijah runs to his left and picks up a nice run.
Nice hole. Off tackle slant. It was right there. He did a nice step outside, step inside seam. Linemen are doing their job.
Elijah picks up 9 yards over the left side. It'll be second down and a very, very, very short one. 8:35 to go in the third quarter. Rainier Beach 14, Ballard 7.
2 wideouts, right, 1 left.
Duca claps his hands. The give. Scotty Humphries gets to the right side. He's pulled down.
He stumbled in the backfield before he could get going.
That was actually Elijah.
Yeah.
Elijah Holloway. Humphries comes in to replace him, but yeah, he could not. He tripped over. He tripped over his feet.
Yep.
Trying to get away from the Ballard defense.
Someone told me I can't say trip over grass because there is no grass out here.
Not at Memorial Stadium. This is the field turf.
Yep.
Space Needle just sparkling beautiful under a blue sky, azure blue sky. Cirrus clouds right behind it.
I was going to ask you what kind of clouds. Our in-house meteorologist.
Me and Ray Ramsey. The give to Scotty Humphries in a nice little cut.
Nice hole.
He did the offensive line for Beach has made a couple of adjustments, and they're starting to show themselves.
You know what to say about offensive linemen? There's 2 things that they can do: block or miss. That's exactly what it's about. They're making blocks. They're doing a good job.
Beach comes to the line of scrimmage. Duca has him up there. Wait a minute. They call a timeout.
Referee's timeout.
Duca was calling his signal. He was going through his cadence, and then they went ahead and stopped it. So with 25 seconds to go on the play clock.
So they're counting now.
Go ahead and start it. Duca claps his hands twice. 3 receivers to the left, 1 in slot formation, 1 to the right. The give is to Scott Humphries, and Humphries blows through the line.
He's
on
still
the left
going.
side.
He's still going. My goodness.
And that will be a first down. And Coach, sorry for our audience to lessen the drama. That was a 4th down play.
That was a 4th down play. I just looked at the down marker, and I realized it was a 4th down play.
So Rainier Beach goes for it on 4th down, and they get it.
Yeah.
And now they're going to start after the first down, it'll be on the 14-yard line.
Right.
They can still get a first down.
Yep.
Moving from left to right.
1st and 10.
Rainier Beach in their blue uniforms with the orange numbers. Orange helmets with a big white and blue stripe down the middle. Claps his hands twice. Duca. Hands off to Namir Robinson. Dances around the backfield.
Not much. Not much. You say, don't dance in the hole. Dance out of the hole. Just hit that hole straight up.
Slow to the hole. Quick through the hole.
Right.
Get through there. Let your blockers get there. Then go ahead and. But that was a little bit of Denny Terrio, as we say, a little
dance,
side stepping and shuffling, and then he went down. 6:01 to go. Third quarter. Seattle Center. It's just wonderful to be down here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's got Robinson in the backfield with him. Beautiful ball. Nice throw by Duca. Hits Jalen Green at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, first
they'll give him
forward progress will be at the 1. It looks like 1 or 2, Coach.
And if you notice, Coach, that ball had a little bit of zip on it.
But again, that's Ballard is trying to cover these quick, fast wide receivers one-on-one, man-to-man. It's look at it. It's one-on-one again on all the wideouts.
Duca King goes under center.
That's tough.
Rainier Beach in an I formation. And the ball is fumbled. And it bounces way out to the right. Let's see who gets it.
They got it. It looks like the quarterback got it.
The quarterback, Duca, was able to
he's
slide
lucky.
over and get that.
He's lucky because usually linemen are moving. They kick the ball, They don't know the ball's down there. They're just kicking it, and he got it. But again, a snap.
Second down, and they're inside the 1-yard line.
He actually gained yardage on that a little bit.
Duca Hands the ball to Scotty Humphreys and then falls down.
Yep.
And I believe that Humphreys
He's
is
in.
into the end
He
zone.
didn't get touched.
Untouched. So a big hole to run through. The Rainier Beach offensive line says, here, get it in here. Let's not fumble it around anymore.
Yep, exactly.
And just like that, it is Rainier Beach 20 with an extra point to come, and Ballard is 7.
Yep. And Ballard did not score on offense or defense. They did it on special teams. So they're stalling on offense.
Ballard with 4:54 to go in the third quarter. And, Coach, when they were running their up-tempo stuff in the first quarter, they looked good.
And they were showing those quick slants. You called it. And it was there. They were moving the ball.
The snap is down, and the kick by Pedro is
no
good. Pedro's kick is no good.
Well,
He's having a little conversation. Pedro's having a little conversation, and a flag goes flying. Pedro is having a little conversation, Coach, with number 7, Sir Haney. And Sir Haney was kind of just reached over his shoulder to kind of talk down to him. And I don't think that Pedro liked what the conversation was about.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against the Beach.
That
it goes against Ballard? Is it Ballard?
No, it's going to be against Rainier Beach, it looks like. But, I mean, that was a bad snap. The holder couldn't get the ball up.
Rainier Beach has been plagued by the snapping tonight.
Yep.
And unfortunately, their snapper, their center, is just not able to get the ball there.
So this is interesting. You missed an extra point. Like I said, it could be telling. You never know.
Well, Ballard would have to make it telling. Ballard would have to score
twice, right? Yep. And their offense is stalled. Based on what we saw in the first quarter, the only way they have been able to score, Coach, ladies and gentlemen, is on a special teams play, kick return.
College football scores. The Houston Cougars are just blowing out Tulsa 35-3.
Oh my God.
Iowa in the Big Ten is taking out Maryland 34-7, and that's with about 29 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Whoa.
BYU is beating Utah State 10-3.
Oh, that's close.
That's at the end of the first quarter.
That's a close game.
But of course, the scores that everyone in Seattle is kind of pins and needles about. The
Mariners.
Boston Red Sox 4, the Nationals 1. The Tampa Bay Rays 2, the Yankees 1. So Ballard gets the football on the kick. The returner runs it to his left.
The 40,
picks up a couple yards.
44-yard line.
That was number 3, Jalen Edwards. For Ballard, he ran that ball in and picked up about 8 yards on that. So
not bad.
Able to get the ball upfield a little bit, make him go.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Ballard back. Red uniforms, all red shirts, pants, numerals trimmed in white. And for all those Nike reps out there, man, we hate those colors that are all the same. Nice play there. Farley's throw was knocked down by Elijah Holloway.
I see what Rainier Beach is doing. They're dropping their linebackers in the middle, right into the middle, because they've been using quick slants and passes, dump passes in the middle. So you're going to drop your linebackers. They're going to be right in the passing lane, just like there.
Joe Farley got up in the air and knocked that one down. Farley brings him up the line of scrimmage. 3 to his right, his wide receiver to his left, and then his back is back there with him. He takes a couple steps, throws. He's going for it all on the corner route. Just misses him.
Just misses him.
He was trying to go for Dominic Hayes and just overshot him, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
You got a face mask penalty, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Against Rainier Beach.
A little hold on the offensive lineman's mask, maybe, or the quarterback?
Yeah, probably on a.
Yep, on a grab.
It's a grab.
And this one the referee saw pretty definitively.
Yeah, well, this is a 15-yarder if it's a personal foul.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. One of my favorite calls of all time, one of my favorite commercials, Rainier Avenue Radio. was Rainier Avenue Radio.
That was takeoff
Tony B.
on that beverage commercial.
Yeah,
Remember
the beverage commercial back in the 1970s and 80s.
Yep, exactly.
Ballard was the ball to the 42-yard line.
Trips.
They were going to start after the penalty.
Trips right.
Face mask penalty by Beach. And he.
Oh man, that was
Joe
way.
Farley. Yeah, he was trying to hit.
That was too covered. He was well covered.
Receiver. He was trying to hit the receiver number 2, who was Dominic Hayes, who was well covered, but he really didn't have a shot. That ball was about 6 feet over his head.
Yep.
Farley had to get his arm up over the rush, and he threw the ball high.
Well, so, as they say, suffice it to say, Ballard's got to come away with some points on this one because you're running out of time. You're at 4 minutes and plus in the third quarter. You got to get something on the board.
2nd and 10, 4:39 to go in the third quarter. The give is to Crocker.
Oh, they were blitzed. They ran right into the blitz.
And he got smacked.
And he lost. Actually, I think he lost almost a half a yard.
Sam Crocker just went up the middle and just got hit by, I think, the entire interior front line of the Rainier Beach Vikings. That also means Josh Connerly, and that's not fun.
Half a yard loss. And that time, like I say, if the blitz comes and it works, it's good. If you miss, you leave a hole.
4-minute mark coming up here in the third quarter.
You got 2 doubles, 1 left and 1 right.
Kind of a little stacked formation.
Oh, they got, I think it's illegal or delay a game, one of the 2.
Just as the ball snapped,
legal
the flag
procedure.
goes up in the air. And it's a legal procedure against the Beavers.
Yep.
That'll bring up third down and about 16.
So you know what that tells me? Offensive linemen were jumping. They were getting answers because they were going to throw the ball. They were going to pass. They're getting ready to get in pass blocking formation, position.
Especially with the length of Rainier Beach, when those big, long arms that can knock passes down. You want to be able to get back in a pass set so you can go ahead and shoot your hands.
Exactly.
And that hopefully will bring the arms down. But
you can do a lot of things athletically, but if you read your keys and get into your places and zones where you're supposed to be, you have a much better advantage.
Rainier Beach.
They're coming.
2 safeties
They
back.
are coming.
Everybody came and they missed him.
Oh,
intercepted.
Yep.
By number 5, that is Caleb Presley.
Yep.
Caleb Presley on the interception, and that will give Beach a shorter field. They're going to put that ball on the 41 yard line.
Right.
But what a read. He jumped the route.
Great time. He jumped the route and made the catch. And it was low. And he caught it. And like I said, read it, moved on it, reacted, got his hands under the ball, and made a great interception.
With 3:27 to go in the third quarter, Rainier Beach is back in business on their own 41-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers to their right.
I think they're going to go vertical on this one. I think you're going to try to get upfield on this one.
Actually, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, a little doubles formation.
Yeah, doubles. Okay.
But you say they're going to go ahead and go with a little quick strike.
I would.
After the turnover. The bazooka. Oh, and he's almost, is he, wait a minute. The throw was a hitch. It was behind him. Let's see what they call this. It is 2 men fighting for the football. If it's a
simultaneous catch, it goes to the offense.
It goes to the offense.
Right.
And Jalen Green just wrestled it away anyways. Jalen Green wrestled it away from him. So on a bullet by the Duke of the Bazooka, Jalen Green pulls that ball out of the hands and catches it.
It's a simultaneous catch. By rule, it's a goes to the offense.
Duke King getting his offense lined up.
In 1965, we were playing Queen Anne for the Southern Division title, and guess what happened? Simultaneous catch. We were on defense. They were on offense. They get the touchdown.
Of course, Aaron Rodgers knows all about signing simultaneous catches in Seahawks games.
Seahawks games, too.
We won't have to go back to that game in 2012.
Right.
Duca throws the ball out to Shockey Davis. Shockey with a nice little move. His shoe comes off, and he picks up about 5 yards over here on the right hash mark.
But you got a flag. I think you got a procedure, or I think it was a procedure. Somebody left too early, I think. It looks like it. It's right on the line, so I don't. Yeah.
Legal procedure against the Beach.
Yep. Guy left too soon. Guy left too soon.
Guy got a little antsy.
Yep.
Stepped over the line. So that's going to take that catch by Shockey Davis and move it back. And now the Ballard fans are starting to get back into it a little bit. 2:55 to go in the quarter. Clock is running. 2:49 at 2:48. Third quarter action here at Memorial Stadium.
Double set, double wideouts.
The give is Scotty Humphreys up the middle, and he makes a nice 7-yard run.
Now, if his lineman would have got out of his way, he would still be running. But get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Just a simple play right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
And he built up a little head of steam and just went ahead right through the line and picks up 7.
Actually,
making it second down and about 8.
His tackle made the tackle. Triple left.
Again, Humphreys lines up to the right of Duca. Duca looking, throws over the middle.
Oh,
and a nice
try.
play to knock it down by Caleb Presley. And I'll tell you what, he was smart to knock that ball down because if it got past him, that may have been picked off.
Yep.
1:57 to go in the third quarter.
Well,
Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7.
I thought they would try to change up their offensive pattern and go upfield, up more vertical than anything, and it looks like they are. But we'll see.
2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right.
Double,
the running back, Humphreys, is also to his right, about a yard and a half behind him.
Double set.
King calls the signals, picks up a low snap. Fires it over there to Jalen Green. Green steps to his right a couple times, turns back, where he's greeted by a couple of Ballard defensive backs, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And, Coach, I think they're going for it.
Oh, yeah. And we will make the call with the down marker now. I missed it the last time when it was a 4th down. So they got about 4 and about, 5? 4th and 5.
Little 4th and 5 action with 1:32 to go in the third quarter.
Now, this is good because you're on the plus side of the 50. If you don't make it, you got a little bit backed up if you don't make it.
The give is to Humphreys, and Humphreys just powers through.
Hey, there was nothing. I mean, he just hit that guard center gap, and he was in there.
Call that a gain of 7 and call that actually
a dive.
That was Scotty Humphreys on the simple dive.
It's a simple dive, direct handoff, power play right up the middle, a gap between guard and center.
The shift of the bodies.
Yep.
Here goes Namir Robinson over here to the right side of the Shockey Davis.
Trips right.
So we got 3 to the right. You got Davis, Jalen Green over there on his left, but he throws a Shockey. Shockey, a little bubble screen. He gets the ball, runs to his right, and he picks him about 3 yards before he's rudely brought down.
Yep.
And this time, Shockey's shaking hands and saying, "What's up to everybody?"
Woo! About 30 seconds left, Coach.
Shockey Davis, a talkative little guy. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Yep.
Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7. Here comes the elevator down from the Space Needle people. Just loving
it. Looks like 2 eyes are looking at us, huh? 2 eyes lit up.
Call the game from up there. Maybe we'll have to call it from up there. As the give is inside, and he almost missed the blitzer.
Yep.
But the defensive end fell off and just laid out the ball carrier.
Man, that defender almost got that handoff.
Sure did.
End of the quarter.
And that will be the final play of the third quarter. So, after 3, with the touchdown, with the missed conversion, it's Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7 on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Juan Cotto here at Memorial Stadium with the coach, John Yasutaki. Great night here for football.
Yep.
What was said earlier? The Ballard faithful have come out. Now, Rainier Beach has got a few fans over there as well. But Ballard is starting to bring people out like they're one of the private schools. 3 minutes away from some big games starting from all over the region. Of course, tonight's next game after this,
the game of the week.
The game of the week, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders, who have won multiple state championships in the last decade, won against Reggie Witherspoon's Garfield Bulldogs. And Garfield, they've rebuilt their program.
Right.
This should be a really good ball game tonight.
They were solid number 10. They did a pretty good job on Ballard last week.
And then over to West Seattle Stadium, my mother, who's a Garfield graduate, sent me to the Catholic school up on Capitol Hill.
O'Day.
Central Capitol Hill, Pill Hill, as we call it. The O'Day Fighting Irish taking on the Jesuit school on North Capitol Hill, the Seattle Preparatory Academy Panthers.
Yep.
And last year, that was the Metro League Championship. Of course, the great quarterback, Braden Smith for Prep.
Right.
The running back, Brown, for O'Day. Should be a dandy matchup over there in West Seattle.
Right. Two good squads, but Seattle Prep got handled last week by Eastside Catholic, which was a shocker. We were sitting here, were shocked at that score.
Of course, all of you that are following baseball tonight, it's still the Red Sox up over the Nationals, 4-1. That's in the.
Oh my goodness! Nice run. That was a misdirection. They motioned across and they gave hand back ball to the motion side. That was left. So motion right, cut back left.
Got Namir back there. Namir Robinson back there. The quick.
Yep. They're
the
about
quick
6.
one. Playing multiple positions. He plays all over the place, doesn't he?
Yep. Yes, he does. Oh,
look at that! Oh, even his plays where he is retreating are exciting.
Yeah.
Namir Robinson on the most exciting 2-yard loss I've ever seen.
You hold your breath because you don't know what's going to happen. Well, they got him that time. And,
unfortunately, that's on 4th down, and the Rainier Beach Vikings have to give up the ball on downs.
Yep.
So let's see if quarterback Joe Farley can come out here and get something established. They need to get a drive going. They need to have a drive.
This now is instrumental. They have to get something on the board now. They have to. It's no doubt about it, as they say.
Here come the Vikings lined up against Ballard. Ballard trips right kind of a bunch. Give the champ Crocker.
Nice cutback. Oh, nice run.
Crocker, nice little run right there. Maybe they saw something on up, then they coached it because that was a nice little cutback by Crocker.
Yeah, he was going left and he cut back right.
Taking advantage of the over pursuit of the Rainier Beach Vikings defense. Now they're back in their warp speed offense.
Yep.
As Rainier Beach calls timeout.
Which was working. I mean, that was solid. They moved the ball all the way down the field. And again, they had the little quick slants, little dump, I call them dump passes, but they're slants. And they were moving the ball. And they were running hurry-up offense.
Coach, let me tell you something. There's nothing better than a cinnamon Altoid. My goodness. Coach Yasutaki, the veteran, makes a veteran move here. Brings out the cinnamon Altoids. And let me tell you something. Those are tasty.
Yes, they are.
11-12 to go in the this is the fourth quarter. 11-12 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
It is the Vikings from down to the southeast side of the city, 20. Ballard in the northwest side of the city, 7. So opposite ends of the corners of the maps. And Rainier Beach pretty much control of the whole game. The kickoff return from Ballard is really the only blemish on Rainier Beach tonight.
Yeah.
The first drive for Ballard was great when they were running their warp speed offense, just lining up and running plays, stalled inside the 5-yard line. And they seem to be wanting to run and press the tempo a little bit. We'll see what they do here.
Oh, boy. They got linebackers coming.
Too many guys back there to block.
Linebackers are coming. They said 6 coming. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 coming.
10:58 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, see, with that speed that you got in the secondary, you can send 7 guys, 8 guys. You have that luxury,
Joe Farley looking over at his coaches and his teammates who hold up 3 notebooks, variety of different stuff. Trips to his left.
Right.
He's got a single receiver to his right. Actually, he's missing somebody, so there's got to be a receiver tucked away somewhere. I don't see. Oh, they set the protection with the tight end. And the throw's over the middle, and it's almost picked off.
Bounced out of the hands
of number 3 for them, and that was Jalen Edwards.
Yeah.
It was almost picked off by Caleb Presley.
And he almost caught it when he's laying on his back on the ground.
As we say, he was in the supine position.
Supine position. Now, this makes sense. You got to kick the ball. You got to kick it. You can't,
I would think so.
You can't give him this kind of field position again. It's impossible.
Here's Gerald on the punt. And I'll tell you, Rainier Beach is close tonight. He didn't get the punts. Here comes Shaki Davis with the return. He's running to his right. He gets a block. He gets outside. He's at the 40-yard line, and a flag comes flying away from the backside as Davis is run out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I think he got a block in the back, I think, again.
I think you're right. Referees are trying to figure all this out and decipher this as the players are getting themselves settled. Coach, what is Ballard? Can Ballard get some confidence on offense?
Well, nothing seems to be working. Their quick sets, their passing game, they gave up on that one. Now they're going to have to take chances. They're going to have to take chances throwing the ball around the field. And Rainier Beach looks like they're pretty good at defending.
Get a shot of Lourdes.
That's where I'm looking at it. They don't have time to run the ball. Ballard is running out of time. This is halfway. This is 10 minutes left in this quarter.
I lost the cursor.
10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, which means it's the ball game.
Yep. And if Rainier Beach gets that ball anywhere near the 50 and on the plus side,
you're about to be on camera.
It's going to be tough because time is not on Ballard's side.
Oh, no, I missed it.
Beautiful night here in Seattle tonight. Now, when the sun goes down, it does get a little bit cooler here.
Yes, it does.
What am I doing?
That's why I'm wearing this every year coat. But maybe our management will buy us heaters. You never know. Our management.
We'll complain to management.
Or the little hand warmers,
There you go.
10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Duca the Bazooka, who's played the entire second half. So obviously the Rainier Beach team, they're not impacted by the
like I said, normally we have
quarterback.
The play clock.
I have too much going on today.
I think it's dead.
That wasn't bad.
Play clock on the east side is actually both play clocks are
They're
out.
out.
Here come the Vikings.
There's someone now. This happened to them last time at Rainier Beach. They had no play clock.
The give is to T. Elijah.
Oh my goodness, that was
T. Elijah Holloway, and a nice run by actually Scotty Humphreys. Scotty Humphreys with the ball carry.
Straight hand up
Right
guard.
in the middle.
Guard center hole.
You add a comment.
Obviously, there was flags on the play, but those flags were on Ballard, and they just got picked up real quick. Rainier Beach now moving real quick. 45-yard line to give to Humphreys.
He's first down.
Look at that. Look at that. 8 yards, and he's pulling the Ballard defense along with him.
Pretty close. That's 8 yards.
There's probably more on the YouTube broadcast and then on the Twitch broadcast.
9 minutes and 38 seconds to go.
We'll say 7.
On the audio broadcast.
7.
Second down and 3.
But yeah, that's
they
on
go back
Facebook.
to Humphreys.
I don't know how to. I don't remember.
Trips to the left, one to the right.
To YouTube from YouTube to check that number.
I believe is to Elijah
right now.
Holloway. I think they're giving Humphreys a break.
But you can switch between
Snap
Facebook,
to Bazooka.
YouTube,
He steps and fires.
to see
He's got Green. And that will be a first down and a pickup of about 20. 20 on the slant to Jalen Green. So they're mixing it up real well. Nice drive by Rainier Beach, mixing the big run and the big pass.
Quarterback should be taking a little bit more time on the play. I mean, burn up a little bit more clock. Oh, he slipped. Oh, that hole was there too. The Rainier Beach running back slipped, and that hole was there.
Miles Damon just couldn't keep his footing, and you're absolutely right. The hole was there, and he just kind of went down.
I think he got excited. He got excited because it was there, and Rainier Beach is doing a good job of moving the ball.
8:45 to go.
Yeah. Oh, we got a football on the field at the goal line. Yeah, there it all. Get it
Always
all.
nice to have a couple of footballs.
Yeah, right.
If you want to confuse matters, go ahead.
So that means if we score, we get 2 touchdowns because we had 2 footballs? Yep. Okay, here we go. Yep.
Here
Second
comes
down.
Duca. Duca brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Gives to Scotty right up
Oh,
the middle.
that
Has
hole.
a giant
Oh.
hole, and he moves to his right around the free safety. Nice run.
Oh, my God.
Puts his hand down to brace himself at the 10,
He's at
and finally gets brought down at the 5.
yes, 5 or 6. He's right there.
And
5.
Rainier Beach's offensive line is just wearing
That-
down the Beavers.
I could have ran through that hole, Juan.
You know
You could have
something?
ran through that hole.
You could have.
Yeah. And I'm much wider than you.
I'm not dumb enough to try to run through that stuff anymore. Let me tell you, those kids will hit me and hurt me. The give once again to Scotty,
It's there,
and he's got it. He
touchdown.
runs to his
Oh,
right.
yeah.
No, he's stopped at
About
around
the 1. It looks like he's at the 1.
1 yard line.
Again, they're just running that typical blast right up, just a give, a straight handoff, a give, and he's going. It's almost like he can go slant, tackle, off tackle, or guard. They're just pushing him off the line of scrimmage.
Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7. Great contrast in uniforms tonight. One team in red, one team in blue. 7:42, 7:41. Duca gets the signal. Looks over to Quentin Jackson, his assistant coach and offensive coordinator. The ball is given to Scotty.
Yep.
And Scotty goes for a yard.
No gain.
No gain. It'll be 3rd down and goal from about the 2.
About the 2. Yep. That's it.
People filing in, the Garfield fans filing in, the Eastside Catholic fans slowly starting to migrate over on the other side. Should be a barn burner tonight. Hot house over here at Memorial Stadium. The snap, the give, the fake. Duca King runs to his left, and he's brought down. Duca King kept the football, and for a second had everyone kind of frozen, started to accelerate, and then just fell down. So this could bring out the kicker.
No, I don't.
Pedro, but I don't think they're going to do that. So Quentin is telling him, hey, here's where we're running.
No.
Quentin Jackson gets Duca the play. Duca's bringing everybody for the huddle. .624, 623, 622, 621. Here comes Duca King. And he was going to go for the lob pass to Jalen, but the flags came down.
Called timeout because they were running out of time.
And Rainier Beach had to call timeout.
Oops, would have been a delay game.
Well, even that's interesting. He had to go all the way to the opposite side of the field to get the play call.
Right.
So he had to run 50 yards over there.
Yeah.
Came back. He thought they were going for the He thought they were going for the extra point.
Yeah. It's
Rainier Beach over at the sidelines, and they are trying to get everybody kind of corralled here, get the offensive personnel they want. It's going to be a 4th down play from about the 3-yard line.
right.
And this would put them up 27-7. And for all intents and purposes, if the game isn't over already, this would put the game away.
Oh, yeah.
So the Ballard band comes out, and they're laying down some tunes and sounding really good. And but the football team has not been able to match the band's performance tonight with a performance against the Vikings.
Nope. And that's unfortunate.
Juan Cotto and the coach, John Yasutaki, on your community radio station. Hey, how are you? Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station. Metro League football, baby. Jay Yeezy.
All right, here we go.
Multiple camera angles on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right.
The band is hot, so as Steely Dan says.
Right.
6:02. This is a real big ball game. This is a big play in the ball game. Duca throws. He goes for Jalen. and it is knocked down. The cornerback, number 37 for the Beavers, went up there and said, "Oh, no, I'm not going to get beat. He's not going to have that on my. He's not going to have that on my. I'm not going to be on his highlight film."
Yeah.
That was Wilson Sanan. Wilson Sanan, the cornerback, said, "No, don't. That's not going to the Colorado coaches for you to show them how high you can jump."
Yep, that's exactly right. The pass was actually too low. I mean, it should have had a little bit more lift on it.
We would like to see a little bit more arc on a pass like that.
A little bit more arc, a little bit more lift.
Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7. Ball on the 3-yard line. Slant thrown, and it's incomplete.
A good defense. The guy had his hand right there.
Joe Farley's throw to Dominic. Dominic Hayes just hit up the hand of Hayes, and it really wasn't close. Couldn't even pull that in.
Right.
He sends Hayes back out to the right, and they're huddling now. It was really interesting when they were really going in the first quarter.
Right.
There was
hurry up offense, moving the ball. Now, if they start throwing short passes, it doesn't make any sense. If 27.
The give is to Crocker, and
it's jammed up. He's lucky to get out of the end zone.
Little congested in there. Crocker just stopped. Oh, and another young kid just fell down on the steps over there.
Wow.
I tell you, after last week, what we saw, I did not get a report from the O'Day fan who fell down the steps 2 weeks ago. I need to check up on that individual.
Yeah, right there.
We saw it, and there was blood, and there was just a real scary situation.
Yeah.
But I weren't sure if the person blacked out coming down these steps, but did scare us. A young child just fell down the steps himself. He only fell out about 4 or 5 of them, but still kind of scary.
Yes. Yep.
Here comes Ballard back out. Trips to the left. And the snap and the give to Crocker. Crocker runs to his left, and he tries to turn up field, and he gets to about the 6-yard line before he's brought down. And that's giving him a gain of 2.5.
They're kicking out of the end zone on this one, so it's going to be interesting.
So that brings Gerald back out, and he's going to go ahead and line it up and see if he can get this ball out of there. And it just looks like the Rainier Beach defense has just been really, really, really tough. Grant Gerald, the punter for Ballard. Rainier Beach's defense has just been really they've been tough.
Yeah, they have. They can afford to do a number of things because they have such speed in the back. It's just it's an advantage like heck.
Oh, a muffed punt by Caleb, but he picks it up and he runs to his left and he's picking up yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Caleb sprints to his left and goes out of bounds at around the 23-yard line. So he picks up. He went to go pick up the football. He missed it.
Yep.
The ball bounced up. He went ahead and was calm. He didn't overreact. Picked up the ball, started sprinting out.
If he had a little bit more sideline, he would still be running.
Yes, he would be. No.
All right. So here it is, Juan. You score 60 to 70% of the time if you're here. 60 to 70% of the time you will score.
So here come the Vikings on the 20-yard line. Duke of the Bazooka gives the ball to Scotty Humphreys right up the middle, breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles. And is finally dragged down at the 8-yard line, but a flag comes out, and we may have a little bit of laundry to discuss here in a second.
A little bit of hanky.
4:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7.
This one is probably holding.
These guys, we need to support our officials, John Yasutaki.
Yes.
We are having a statewide official shortage. This is not helping anybody, and I know it's because of COVID and some of the other issues that are going on. John, games have been canceled because there's not enough officials.
Right.
So
exactly.
If you love sports and if you love children and if you love the thrill of competition, please sign up to be an official.
Yep. And you actually can get paid for it.
You can get paid for it, but the pay is just the pay is just gas money.
Yes.
This is to help our kids and to make sure that the traditions that we have with sports are going. As a blitz off the edge catches
blitz.
Scotty in the backfield.
You guessed right.
It sure did, and the ball came out. The ball came out. Let's see what they call his forward progress was stopped.
Actually, it looked like he had forward progress because he turned around and was laying backwards, but, we'll see what happens.
They call it Ballard Beaver football. The Ballard Beavers are still fighting, and that's one thing that you can really coach and try to emphasize, and you only hope that your team does it. But being down 14 points, 13 actually, with 3:43 to go, they're still fighting, and they jarred the ball loose, and now they pick it up. So a turnover, forcing a turnover, and let's see if Ballard can turn this into something.
Yep.
Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Joe Farley behind the center. Takes 3 steps, throws. He throws it to Crocker off of his hands, bounces off a couple of Rainier Beach Vikings, and then hits the field turf.
That's not a good play call. They got too many guys underneath. They're covering that short pass. I mean, there were more Rainier Beach defenders there than there were Ballard receivers. And the fact that Ballard had 2 receivers in the same spot, that's what brought all those defenders in there.
3:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Rainier Beach 20, Ballard 7.
No, now you got trips right. It's like a bunch formation. You called it earlier. It's a bunch. They're blitzing.
Farley throws, and it's in and out of the hands of number 3, his outside receiver. Get a name for you here in a second.
Yep. Well, this is third down. They've got to stretch. They got to stretch this pass.
Jalen Edwards is the outside receiver that ball just kind of bounced off of as he was trying to get him. And Jalen has made a couple of plays tonight, but that one he could not reel in.
Well, you got to stretch this one. You throw any pass underneath, you're not going to get a first down. So it's almost rudimentary right here. Instrumental. Yep. They got timeout.
3:36 to go. And timeout is called by the Ballard Beavers. So what do you expect tonight in this Garfield Eastside Catholic contest?
Well, we always say speed and quickness versus power, probably.
Were you surprised, like I was, how easily Eastside Catholic dispatched for Seattle Prep?
Yeah, I was.
And really rendered Braden Smith useless. I mean, he didn't do very much. And to do that is really something because Braden Smith makes a lot of plays and just could not get it going last week.
Yep. No, they bottled him up. But they moved the ball too. They dominated on the offensive end. And of course, Garfield's got that speedy quick. Got the kid Jacoby Corcoran. They've got a number of kids that are pretty speedy, and they can score from anywhere. But it'll be an interesting game. It is the game of the week. As we wrap up this game,
here comes the Ballard, trying to see if they can get this going.
Oh, they got a
inside
blitz
hand
coming.
up to Crocker. Oh, and a halfback option pass. He's looking for Jalen Edwards. And it could not get there. Boy, I tell you what, that was a nice play.
Nice
and
play.
a really nicely thrown football by Crocker.
But they doubled that receiver
sure
out there. He was doubled, and he was pressed to the sideline. So you got 2 RB defenders right there. But they did what they had to do. They had to stretch it to get that ball out there with as many yards they had to go. So now it's 4th and 10.
Sam Crocker rolled to his right and just threw a bullet down the right sideline. Really nice looking pass.
Yep.
Just could not get there as 2 Rainier Beach defenders were over the top.
4th and about 10.
4th and 10. Trips left. Fraley rolls to his right. And he is just taken rudely by number 44 for Rainier Beach.
Nobody was open. Nobody was open.
Jacob Seo.
Yeah,
This has just been a dominant, once again, Coach Corey Sampson and his dominant Rainier Beach defenses.
Yep. There was absolutely nobody open. And, of course, when the theory is when the quarterback runs to this side, one sideline or the other, he cuts off half the field. So he can't throw the ball back to the other side. And that's what he did. He rolled to his right. He couldn't throw the ball back if there was anybody open. But there wasn't anybody open. They had him well covered downfield.
Ross Humphreys standing there talking to number 5, Joe Farley. They're just trying to figure out what's going on. What is this buzzsaw that's run through us tonight? It's the Rainier Beach defense. The bad snap. Once again, the snap was bad. Duke King couldn't corral it. He tried to hand the ball off, but he was low. And the ball is on the ground, and Ballard recovers it. So with 3:19 to go, they ran a second off the clock, and Ballard is right back out there.
Why don't you go to a quarterback under the center and run time off the clock? I mean, that's for 3 plays at 20-something seconds, that's over a minute. The snaps have not been clean all game long.
With a tough night snapping the football for the Beach. Ballard. Looks like they go Farley again. Farley throws, and he's throwing that corner route. And there is Nehemiah Robinson.
Here we go. Back again. Back and forth.
Back to back.
Back to back to back.
Turnover on downs, turnover on the fumble, now an interception.
I like the thought. Get the ball out there, stretch the defense, right? Go vertical, but you got to make the completion.
If you're going to stretch Nehemiah, you got to stretch Nehemiah.
It looked like he was the receiver, as a matter of fact. Ran that out route.
Nehemiah out there playing center field, went ahead and snatched that ball, and Rainier Beach gets the ball on the 49-yard line of their own.
Almost a plus on the plus side.
3 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Now take some time off the clay clock. Come on now. Get it down to 1 or 2 seconds and snap the ball. Now he's under. Now he's under the center. Thank you.
And he fumbles the snap. But he's picked up by the running back, Elijah. I believe that's Elijah.
Okay.
And what a play by, actually, that's number 21 for Rainier Beach. Jameel Bellaford. Bellaford picks up the ball and scrambles with it. He's like, hey, you don't even need to hand it to me. I'll just pick it up.
I know what kind of drills they're going to be doing on next practice. Center quarterback exchange.
2:43, 2:41, 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Rainier Beach.
Take some time.
20-7. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Duca hands off to
oh my goodness, nice job. And he's running with 2 hands on the ball, and he's still getting upfield.
Jameel Bellaford.
Yep.
He's going to be close to a first down, maybe a yard short.
Yep, a yard short. That was a good run.
2 minutes and 18, 2 minutes 17.
And there was nothing special on that. It was just an off tackle. It's a direct handoff.
Rick Dupree.
Duke is coming.
He's coming up. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Rainier Beach up 20-7. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Oh, good tackle.
To Bellaford.
Good job.
James, if he gets back to the line of scrimmage, he was lucky to do that.
Yeah, no, he didn't make it. Actually, he lost maybe a quarter of a yard.
Brings up fourth down with about 1 minute and 41 to go. And if he gets it here, the game pretty much is over.
It is over. Yep, pretty much. See, now look, they got play in at 15 seconds. They should be able to run off 10, on the line of scrimmage, right?
We're going to have to keep an eye on this because the play clock is running down. 5, 4, 3, 2. He does get the snap off, picks it up. He actually was down, and he gets hit from behind, and he fumbles. It's Ballard's ball. But I thought when he went down to pick up the snap, his knee hit the ground.
Yeah, I thought it hit the ground. I thought he was on the ground.
But nevertheless, it's Ballard's football on the turnover.
4 turnovers in a row? 3 turnovers?
Let's see. We had some real sloppy football at the end of the game.
Well, I'm glad it's at the end of the game, Coach Juan.
1 minute, 8 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I know. It's but we're having fun, folks.
You and I always have a good time. We manage a good time over here at the stadium. Here comes Joe Farley. Brings his quartet of receivers as he throws a missile over everybody. Throws a missile right into the center of the field. Nobody there. With 1 minute and 4 to go. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. And we talked about this last week, and we kind of joked about it, but did you know there's a mayor's race coming up?
Yes. Yes.
And that should have some impact on the city.
Yeah.
Bruce Harrell taking on Lorena Gonzalez. We will know in about a month. What is the story there? I got my voters pamphlet in the mail today as a flag comes flying out. Sportsmanlike conduct against Rainier Beach.
Talking.
15 yards and a first down for Ballard. Somebody was saying something. So the ball gets moved up 15 yards, and it's almost like they're teaching them a lesson, Coach.
Yep, exactly. Those are penalties you cannot sanction. You cannot accept that. As a coach, that's unacceptable. Going offside, doing things like that in the play, okay. But that is inexcusable. Excuse me, the correct pronunciation. Inexcusable.
1 minute and 4 seconds to go. Here comes Joe Farley bringing his team up. He's empty backfield. Just him back there. He goes a little with the mesh route. And it bounces off the hands of number 15.
But he was covered.
He was
well covered.
Keomi King, and he was covered, and the throw wasn't really anything catchable.
Nope.
A bullet, and that brings up
second down
and 10 after a 15-yard gain on an unsportsmanlike conduct.
1 minute to go, Coach.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station. Telling the stories of our kids tonight. Trips right. Stutter step to his left real quick, then throws back to his right, and it's nowhere to be found.
Receivers aren't even looking. No. They're just going up field.
They were flying down the field. The ball landed about 15 feet behind them. 57 seconds left to go. Ballard, you need something.
Just to save face, as they say.
It'd be nice if they could put it in the end zone here and then get the onside kick. It was just one play, and that would go a long ways right now.
You have a great, have you thought about doing science fiction writing? Because you have a great mind, one of imagination.
Hey, that's what the Ballard coaching staff is hoping for right now.
Yeah, I know.
I can read their minds.
That's the only way it's going to happen.
Flip outside. The pass is complete, but it's short of the first down. 50 seconds to go.
Yep.
The catch out there was a nice catch by Dominic Hayes, number 2, the little wide receiver.
Yep.
Ross Humphreys calls timeout.
You're putting this ball in play with about 40 seconds left. That means you got time for maybe 3 plays?
I think so. 4th down and 1, though. You need to pick if you're going to get the plays 2 and 3.
Yep.
You better pick up 2 yards on the 1.
The line of the game.
Let's check out what's going on over at Safeco Field. Give you an update on the scores that are going on that we have. It's right now in the top of the second inning. It is the Seattle Mariners 0, the California Angels 0. The starting pitchers are Kurt Suzuki and Marco Gonzalez.
Oh, Marco, the ace.
In the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, the Red Sox are leading the Nationals 4-2. The Yankees lost. The Yankees lose, so that makes this thing a little bit more interesting, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
4-3, Yankees lose.
What sport are we talking about? I'm just kidding. It's almost like say what happened to baseball? Well,
Here comes Ballard. Farley brings his team up, gives the ball to a Sir.
nice run.
He gives the ball to Sir Harvey. And that's enough for a first down. So they did pick up the 2, so let's see if they can get their 3 plays in. 38 seconds to go.
Clock is running.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. You give to Sir Harvey again, and he is met by the whole front line of the Vikings. And a timeout, the final timeout is called by Ballard with 28 seconds to go. And that's what they say in football. This second half got a little stale, didn't it?
Yep, yes it did.
After Rainier Beach got that touchdown and started with the extra point miss, and we've seen a little bit of everything, a little sloppy.
Very sloppy.
You're not going to see sloppy football in this second game.
No.
The Bulldogs and the Crusaders. The East Side Catholic Crusaders. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Dupe. Rick Dupree played for Don James at the University of Washington.
Yep.
One of the great athletes in Seattle. Oh, and speaking of which, here he comes.
Dupe.
Here comes Dupe.
Dupe. He's
Jamaica, baby.
He's stupendous. Stupendous.
He is stupendous.
Somebody from earlier tell me how much he enjoyed your broadcast of the 28-27 last
Pass up.
win.
Oh, bad throw.
Garfield.
Bad throw.
Yeah, he came up. He said he talked to you. He said that
Joe Farley's pass. He's going for Sir Harvey.
Why are you throwing a dump pass like that when you're 30 yards out of the end zone with less than a minute to go? Why aren't you going upfield? Why aren't you going vertical?
That's what you would think.
Yep.
They're talking about the game from a couple of years ago. Rick Dupree. Well, there's Sir Harvey towards the sidelines and doesn't get out of bounds. 19 seconds to go.
That's it.
Ball is moved down to the 24-yard line.
Spike it. You don't have time to go.
Farley gets him to the line of scrimmage. And you're right, I think that'll probably be the play as a spike it, but he goes for the tip. Another interception? No. Farley's pass got batted down and batted around, but it hits the ground. 1 second to go. Was that it?
They're going to run it. Yeah, game's over.
1 second to go.
Game over.
I think are they going to put more time on the clock?
No, they ran it. Referee signal, run it. So
that will be the final after that little incomplete pass. So the Rainier Beach Vikings, they move to 2-2 on the season with a 20-7 victory over the Ballard Beavers. And that will bring up that will bring on the Eastside Catholic Crusaders versus the Garfield Bulldogs. So a little sloppy in the second half, but nevertheless, Rainier Beach really established itself with the defense, and Ballard could get nothing going.
Yeah, Rainier Beach dominated on defense.
Except for the kickoff return, it was pretty much.
That's it. That was it. That was not much to talk about on offense or defense for Ballard. They couldn't stop Rainier Beach, and most of the time they were stopping themselves. They were moving the ball so well on that hurry up. They're running those quick slants, taking advantage of that soft middle, and then all of a sudden they changed up, and everything, as they say, went south.
Well, if that was the precursor, the second dish should be really good tonight. Let me tell you, here comes the Garfield Bulldogs out, and I tell you, this is a team that really showed us a couple of weeks ago in their win over AC Davis of Yakima.
Oh, yeah.
And they're a very, very game squad. Obviously, Eastside Catholic. We know what they're all about. Should be a good ball game tonight.
Yeah, I think Garfield and Eastside, when they bumped heads a year or so ago, with a 1 point or 2 point differential and lost for Garfield. So It was a close game.
Gentlemen, don't forget, not that you have to announce it now, that you'll be selecting a player, a Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the Week from this game, a first and second choice.
Let's do this right now so we don't forget. Let's get it on tape right now. Who did you like tonight? Who do you think would be the player?
No.
Oh, you want to?
I'm not going to have any situation where there was potential influence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And so we'll do it confidentially, just to make sure.
Check your email.
Yes, I will be checking my emails to make sure that we get this vote to come in.
Yep.
And I will try to get it in Monday before noon.
Yeah, me too.
And then you have, that way we take them all. Yours is part of the vote that goes into the creation of this award. And we just want to make sure that everybody knows we're not just picking.
Well, but like I said, one and I thought we had the sure winner, and then someone else got the, and then, hey, I wanted a recount. We demand a recount.
Can I
demand a recount.
Can I give you a sheer winning move? People who are listening, don't get vaccinated.
Yes.
Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your community. Let's beat this. Let's beat this pandemic.
Yep.
And if I can be selfish, go get blood.
Go give
some blood.
Exactly. The blood across the nation is down.
Blood across the nation is down, and if you can go ahead and give a kind of blood, that would make the world a better place, and you will save somebody's life. So,
Kodo, if they'd like to give blood, what can they do? How can they do it?
They can go to our website at Bloodworks Northwest. I'm going to go ahead. You know something? Go to. If you're down in the Tacoma area, go to Cascade Blood. Go to Red Cross. Just go give some blood right now.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity for shameless
I'm gonna shamelessly self-promote Bloodworks Northwest. We have our facilities up in Capitol Hill, Tukwila, Silverdale, Bellevue, Everett. And if you go on the website, there's a number of locations that you can go, and hopefully somewhere in your neighborhood we have a pop-up going. So, and if you're interested, Tony, if you're interested in a career in the life sciences, and you maybe are a little strapped for cash to go to med school right now, or to start your career, come and be a phlebotomist. Come and learn how to draw blood. Come learn how to work with patients. We have plenty of positions right now that people can get their foot in the door into a career in the life sciences by coming and being a phlebotomist and learning how to draw blood. So we would love, if anyone in the community would love to do that, go on the website, and in 6 weeks, you could be making $21 an hour drawing blood.
All right. I'll take this opportunity to talk about some things we've got going on at the station as well.
Why don't you shamelessly promote the station while you're at it?
Well, it's pretty cool. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I will be at Northgate at the John Lewis Memorial Bridge that will be dedicated tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And so make sure and check that out. We'll be broadcasting live from there. Then we're going to be doing our weekly community free food giveaway, which will take place on Saturday from 11 to 2. Free food, and I'm talking about fresh produce that was harvested on Thursday. Then we get it on Saturday, and then we give away steaks and dairy and everything, and it's all free. So we don't ask any questions. We don't want your ID. We're not asking your circumstances. We just want you to come get some food. That'll be taking place, and of course, Juan, we've got our amazing program. I'll talk about our sports programming right now. It takes place every Thursday with Masvita Mariari and the executive director of the Metro League athletic department, Pat McCarthy, give away the Player of the Week award, in addition to a number of other things that they discuss and talk about. And last week's Player of the Week was a kicker.
Yes.
Hey,
thank you.
Kickers are people too now.
Thank you. And I was special teams coach, so thank you.
Absolutely. We've all been down there coaching special teams, and kickers are people too.
Thank you.
And he also made a pretty decent tackle.
Yes, he did. Actually, a couple times.
A couple of times.
Offense brings the fans. Defense wins the game. Special teams, which is kicking, wins the championship.
Jay Easy. Also,
Don James. Quoting Don James.
So Rick Dupree will be stepping up here. And Jay Yeezy will be back. like to thank everyone for joining us. We're going to sign off here. We'll be signing back on in about 10 minutes. And we'll be bringing this game up. Juan, I don't know if you're taking off.
I'm gonna go home and put up my pillow and listen to you guys on TV.
Probably check on the minutes.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
I'm
gonna go home and flip channels.
He's gonna lay down his pillow, put us on, he'll go right to sleep.
10 o'clock, I'll be sleeping.
All right. Well,
Well,
Oh, man.
On behalf of
Yes,
the
sir.
entire staff here, Lord is doing the camera work. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Vanessa an opportunity to say something on her very first day of interning. Vanessa, you're on the air. How was your very first day of interning?
I'm feeling good today. I've had a really good time with the team. I've had a good time with Lords and with Tony and with everybody, and I'm just enjoying the game.
Lord is amazing camera work. Anything you want to, you're behind the scenes, so people don't see you, they see your work.
Thank you.
Here's an opportunity. Lourdes is a junior in high school doing amazing camera work that you're seeing.
Thank you so much.
Anything that you want to say right now?
Not really. No.
Well, all right, they'll be back for game 2. This is Tony B on behalf of Rainier Avenue Radio School signing off. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, good.